Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, June 11th, 2021. Welcome to another eBay video. Today I'm going to be discussing sales trends, a problem that I believe is related to eBay coding. I'm going to discuss buyers misusing eBay returns, and I'm going to tell you an interesting story about no good deed going unpunished. It's a true story that happened to me last week, and I want to relate it to you because I think you'll find it very interesting. So, that being said, I will point out that the sky is totally cloudy. Oddly enough, I can see that there's a weird looking reflection in this street that looks like maybe a little sun is peeking through. But when you go outside, it's all cloudy, so I really don't know what's causing that. The weather this week was absolutely horrible. Rain every single day, powerful thunderstorms that did a lot of damage here on Monday. In fact, two of you guys even wrote in about those thunderstorms and the weather in general, so I'll read those comments first, and then I'll read the rest of your comments, questions, and concerns. Jill Smith wrote, "Well, Joe, there you have it. New Jersey has the worst weather, as you tried telling us. Even worse than Pittsburgh, LOL, but they're close." And BG Sims wrote, "Terrible. I had no idea how bad your weather was till I started watching you. Trust me, guys, I not only report the news, I prove it to you." Now let's talk about disputes on eBay, because a lot of people wrote in about disputes. Chris Tiger wrote, "We have had 9 managed payment cases the past 7 months, and each of those people who opened the case is older than 76 years. It speaks for itself. For 11 years with PayPal, we only had 1 case." Chris, you are so on point. I'm telling you something. These older people, I don't want to sound mean, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but I really don't know if they should be buying online. They should probably have somebody buy for them. Now, I do realize a lot of older people drive older cars. And there is a saying, the older the driver, the bigger the car. I'm sure you've heard about that somewhere, and that's usually very true. A lot of my customers here locally are older people, all right? But at least they come in with the car, and I hook them up, and there's never a problem. But buying online, I can understand, can be very difficult for an older person. Somebody had written in about the fact that I have very few eBay sales from younger people. Younger meaning, let's say, under 30. And that person wrote in and said, "Well, Joe, that's because a lot of younger people will spend extra money and buy cars, more expensive cars with alloy wheels." And that's true, but it's only the tip of the iceberg. As I've said many times in my videos in the past, younger people know nothing about cars, in my opinion, and will not spend on their own car no matter what they need. For instance, if a 25-year-old guy breaks a taillight, you think he's going to go on eBay and buy that thing? Hell no! He will tell his old man, "Get me a taillight." And his old man will jump over hurdles to get it for him. Now, if it's a female that's 25 years old, she might put the work in and look online. I've noticed that the females are a lot more willing to work and a lot more willing to, extend themselves than the young males are. It's true. Trust me, guys. It's true. As I said in former videos, I've had people 17, 18, 19 approach me, a middle-aged guy, and say, "Could you show me how to change my tire?" Unbelievable. And it's sad. It really is sad. But let me continue. Jeff Johnson wrote, "I've been adding signature confirmation on items over $100 so they get burned when I produce their signatures. He was talking about item not received cases, I guess. And I've been doing that on my more expensive items too, but not the $100 items. I've been doing it on my, let's say, 250 and over items. Vinny Gambini wrote, "Keep us updated on the second case. The scam buyers have figured out that they can get their money back and keep the item. I agree with you that they should be made to return the item no matter what. Don't you have some connections to eBay and push this issue with them? I also agree that all the money eBay has got to pay out, the eBay sellers will just get charged higher fees down the line." Guys, you have no idea how big of a problem this is, with eBay giving buyers their money back and letting them keep the item. I've showed you cases, okay? I've showed you cases where it happened to me. In the Facebook groups, it's all over the place. This can't go on forever, okay? eBay is a big money-making company, but it's not a bottomless pit, okay? They're going to have to pass this cost on to someone, and you know who it's going to be? You and me. Unless they figure out something needs to be done. In my case, the buyer purchased an item. She never said she didn't receive it. She said she didn't remember what the charge was for. I submitted tracking showing she received it, and within minutes, eBay gave her her full money back, let her keep the item, and let me keep my money, of course. So it's great that there's seller protection for us. But let me tell you something. It has been my experience that buyers who pull this always have feedback under 5. I want to hear from you guys on that. Tell me what you think. 579-7029, Mike wrote, "Message from eBay today. The case that was opened against you because the buyer doesn't recognize the transaction has been closed in the buyer's favor. $48 plus $20 will be deducted from your funds. Now the facts. Tracking shows delivery. In the buyer's feedback, another seller cautioned not to sell to this buyer due to a fraudulent claim against him. The buyer's eBay account was opened only 4 months ago. The buyer is no longer registered with eBay. Customer service representative pretty much confirmed the address is the same one used to open the account. The case was appealed by me. The case appeal was approved and a reversal has been done. Funds are due back in my account in a couple of days. This was worth 20 minutes I spent on the phone. eBay is probably eating this one while the buyer is getting the items for free. Here are the facts. To this day, in the year 2021, eBay is still not doing account validation. I know it sounds crazy, guys. Listen to Joey, all right? I wish they would do that. If they would validate every single account, it would stop so much of this scamming. But they won't do it because they're afraid it would stop a buyer from joining eBay. But in reality, all it would do is stop a scammer from joining eBay. This is ridiculous. Also, Mike mentioned that in the buyer's feedback, a seller had left false positive feedback warning other sellers not to sell to this scammer buyer. False positive feedback is something that we talked about either last week or the week before. All right? Now, sadly, it's against eBay policy for any of us as sellers to leave a false positive feedback. However, so many sellers are getting disgusted and frustrated with the amount of buyers misusing either the return functions or the dispute functions. And let me tell you something, guys. I love eBay. I make a lot of money on eBay, but I've never seen it this bad in my 22 years, and I'm saying it on camera. The last comment I want to read is from Caleb Bay. I wish I could block 0 feedback users. I just got an item not received case, and tracking clearly shows it's in his town. He's trying to grab it free right before it's delivered. Zero feedback users on a nearly 30-year-old platform have almost certainly been kicked off once already. They are not innocent newbies. They are repeat assholes on a fresh account. Only $14 though, and my sales are great for the summer, and so far can't complain too much.
How are you, Joe?
Hey man, what's up?
I called you yesterday about a hubcap for my...
Nissan Versa.
Right.
I've got it.
Great news.
Now, I can understand Caleb's frustration, but the eBay brass has said they will never, ever allow us to block zero feedback buyers. I'm going to explain why. As you know, there are so many sellers like Caleb that are so frustrated because they've been stung by zero feedbackers, they would check the box that says block all zero feedbackers. And that would create a problem because there are many new people, honest people, who are going to join eBay with zero feedback and would like to legally buy items, okay? So I can understand why eBay is not allowing us to do it. Zero feedbackers don't bother me only because I have immediate payment required on all my items, so they can't sting me. However, if I was doing auctions like I used to when I first started eBay many years ago, then I myself would want to block every single zero feedbacker as well. Because I'll be honest with you, when I was doing auctions, most of the time, zero feedbackers would never pay. There were many people, myself included, that were so disgusted with zero feedbackers not paying that they would put in the listing, please don't bid if you have zero feedback unless you contact me first or your bids will be canceled. This is back in like 99 to 2003. I did it myself. And I can tell you, there were many times when I canceled people's bids because they just didn't read and didn't contact me. Funny thing is, even today, in the year 2021, I occasionally still see sellers who are running auctions that say, do not bid if you have zero feedback unless you contact me first or I will cancel your bids. Doesn't happen every day, but I do see it from time to time. Let's get on to some new business now, if I may. My sales this week were a bit unusual. Saturday was one of the slowest days I've ever had. It was absolutely god-awful. It was so bad that on Saturday night I started to do the emergency reset process. And I reset my whole store. I started trying everything I could to generate sales. And then after I had no sales, Friday night, nothing. Saturday, nothing. Saturday night, I reset the store, and I got either one or two late sales. Then Sunday, a little better. Monday, a little better. It started getting better and better and better and better. And yesterday was Thursday, was excellent. Excellent Thursday. Today's Friday afternoon yet. I haven't made a single dollar on eBay yet. Not a dollar. I've had quite a few troublesome people contact me this week on eBay. I just had one now where I had a block. I had an item, it clearly says in the title, you've seen my titles, that says, for instance, 1, original, factory hub. The picture shows 1. The listing shows 1. It's brand freaking new for $40, and he writes to me and says, am I getting all 4? Anytime I get something like that, before I answer them, I block them first. Block them first, then answer. Now, which do I want to go on to next? I want to tell you a story that I refer to as no good deed goes unpunished. I don't think this ever happened to me on eBay before. And the odds are it might not happen again, but you never know, it could. It was a set of weird circumstances. So here's how it went. I had a listing on eBay, a quantity listing, where you could buy 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. all right, for a used item that was scratched. At the same time, I was running a sale on that item, meaning if you bought one, you paid $25. If you bought two, you got 10% off. If you bought three or more, you got 20% off. So for the argument's sake, let's say the price for one was $25. Stick with me on the figures here. $25 for one, but of course if you're buying more, the price goes down. So the item I had was used, all right? Let me find one here. Let's say this is perfect right here. Can you clearly see on the edge there were scratches? See, right there, scratches, scratches, okay? It clearly said the item is used with scratches, and I had close-up pictures of the scratches. So this person came along with very low feedback, manually changed the quantity to 4. Okay? So now they're not paying $25 each, $100 for 4. They're getting all 4 for $80. Okay? Plus the shipping. So far, so good. They paid right away because I require immediate payment. So what happens is, when I went to box the items, I only had 2 scratched ones left. Now that's my fault because people come in here every day and I don't always subtract the items from my eBay store, and that's on me. But luckily, I had some brand new ones in stock. So I said to myself, well, I've got 2 scratch ones here. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to give this customer 2 brand new ones in place of the 2 scratch ones, even though I charge $60 each for new ones. This person's getting them for $20 each. But I want to do the right thing and I want to give the customer good service. The customer gets them and sends me a contact through eBay messages, item not as described. They hadn't opened the case yet. They checked, I think, item received is not as described or pictured. And this person sends me 3 close-up pictures of the scratches of the 2 scratched hubcaps. She says, 2 of the hubcaps you sent me are scratched. I want you to send me 2 replacements for them. Of all the nerve, what I did was I went back to the original listing, copied the scratches, the scratch pictures that I had, all right, responded to her by showing her the exact same pictures that were in the listing and copying the text that says that these hubcaps are scratched and blemished. I then went on and explained to her that I had actually run out of scratched hubcaps and I was doing her an enormous favor by giving her 2 brand new ones. I said to her, if you want to return all 4, including those 2 brand new ones, that's fine, I'll take the return. But I will not, absolutely not, send you out any more caps. And she wrote back and said, I went back and I looked at the listing and you are correct. It does say they're scratched. From now on, I guess I'm going to have to pay more attention. You know, she made it sound like, it was my fault, but it wasn't. I thought I was doing a good thing by substituting 2 brand new items for 2 used ones, and she got all lippy and nasty with me. But nonetheless, she has made it to the land of the blocked. And that island is getting very, very crowded, let me tell you something. Alrighty, the next topic I'm going to want to talk about, improper returns. I've always had a higher return rate than most of you guys, and I'm still getting a lot of returns. But I'm noticing buyers are indeed abusing the returns process to get the free shipping. If I had, let's just say, 8 returns in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I would say maybe 4 and 4. 4 of them were honest, admitting they bought the wrong size. but 4 of them abused the return, saying item does not match pictures. Item sent does not match pictures, when it does, and it's clearly a case of buyer remorse. In every one of those cases, the buyer had feedback less than 5. I think it's amazing that these quote-unquote newbies know how to milk the system and navigate it so professionally. And it goes back to the comment that somebody wrote earlier, it may have been Caleb, saying all these zero feedback accounts are probably not new people, they're people that have been kicked off for violating policies. And I believe he's right. So think about that. I have a problem that's been bothering me for a long time. I think it's a coding problem. So I'm just going to throw this out there and see if you guys ever noticed this happen to you. Let's say you go to your messages in eBay, all right? It happens to me on my Mac every time, bar none. I'll click my messages, all right? The screen loads. I go to click on the message that I'm interested in replying to, and as I'm clicking on it, bang, the screen shifts. Maybe an inch or two. I don't know the technical name for it, so I'm going to call it a screen shift. But it always happens, especially when I go to my messages on eBay. I go to click on a message, bang, the screen shifts. And I wind up clicking on the wrong message. Does this happen to you guys? And do any of you guys understand what's causing this? If so, please comment in the comment section below. Now I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to take my first drink from the Fox News Cup of Life. This is the Fox News Cup of Life, the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, guys, that's it for now. Please remember that I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Every Friday night, I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job this week, tell me in the comment section what you want me to hit up, and I'll do my very best to hit it up next week. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask on any of my videos, and I never will. I've never distorted my voice because I feel it's dishonest and unscrupulous. So yeah, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company. So that being said, go out there, make a ton of money on eBay this week. Rock on and peace! That's it. Going to be another very cloudy week. The temperature right now is 69 degrees, which is over 15 degrees less than what it should be this time of year. We had a couple of warm days earlier this week. I mean, actually 90-degree days, which we never see. That's highly unusual. But now it's right back to below average temperatures. So, I guess that's it. I hope this video gave you some more insights. Hope you found it helpful. And the one thing I will insist on, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, don't be bitchy! Yeah!